the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
All right, BoxingVoice.com here with Ashley Theophane. So first of all, when is your next fight?
Well, that's why I'm back here. I've been back for like 4 weeks, so I'm just waiting on a date now. But it should be around May.
And you no opponents yet?
Nah, I'm just trying to wait for the date, and then we can go from there. But you know, I know there's a show around May, so I'm trying to get onto that card.
All right, cool. Yeah. But we wanted to ask because British boxing has been kind of exploding with Anthony Joshua and several other fighters as well. Yeah. But what is your take on, you know, a few of the big names that are kind of being thrown around right now? He's got a fight with Joseph Parker.
Yes.
Everyone's talking Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, and now Tyson Fury has thrown himself in the mix. So let's start with what's up right now. Joseph Parker is going to be a massive underdog, but do you give him a chance?
Well, I think when you are at that weight, you've got a chance. You know, you've got a chance because those are big guys. But you have to go with AJ because he's going to be at home. And he's just on like great form right now. You know, he could go on to be like the biggest star in the world. That's what I believe, like the boxing star, because he just seems to be on a rise. Yeah,
I mean, he's pretty much definitely the biggest in Britain. I mean, he's already like, I think he rivals like Canelo right now because he's selling out stadiums.
Yes, 100,000 or 90,000. I was there for the 90,000. Someone says it's just amazing, like the atmosphere. And it's good that he's making, like back home, he's bringing boxing back to mainstream. You know, which is good because this is what we want for the sport. We want the sport to be more mainstream. So he's good for the sport because he's a good guy as well. So I think he's doing well.
Yeah, and do you see Tyson Fury? He's talking about coming out of retirement. Yeah. There's talks with him, Dylan White.
Yeah, with him, he done what no one thought that he could do. He beat the man. At the end of the day, he beat a man who was like champ for 10 years. He went overseas, and he won, I think, 4 of the belts, whatever it was, 3 or 4 of the belts. So he's the one who could beat them all. I do think he has that style that is just, it's hard to train for because no one fights like him. He's big, he's got long arms, and yeah, he could be the one to beat all of them. But until he comes back, words don't mean anything. Like, he be tweeting a lot and he be like doing this, but until he's actually back and he's won a fight against a live guy where we know he's still got it, you know. So I want to see him come back because then it's better for the sport. You got more names out there. So I think the sport's on the rise. The sport is on the rise.
Who is that guy that can kind of put him back on the map? If you're like in his shoes, or if you're on his team, he hasn't been in the ring for what, almost 3 years now. Last time he did beat the man. It wasn't the prettiest fight, but he did what he had to do, and no one else had done it in years. So who is that guy that you'd like to see him come back against? Do you put him right back into a Wilder?
Well, Cannon wants him. You know, Cannon, like the Cannon wants him. Briggs.
Yeah, Shannon Briggs.
Briggs is been saying that he wants him. So Briggs would be a good fight to come back to. It's a former world champ, so that would be a great fight to come back to because it'll be hype. And then like the guys will go at it. And who else is there? And I think you want him to come back against a guy he should win, but it's gonna be excitement as well. So you don't want him to come across a guy where you know it's just gonna be an easy fight. You wanna put him in the ring with a guy who's gonna punch back, and it's gonna be like a test to see what he's got. Because if he's been out for 3 years, at the end of the day, if he comes back and he wins, I would say within the year, you would want to see him against one of the other champs. So I think he has to fight a live guy, whoever it is. Chisora, well, he's beaten Chisora twice. So who's the guy who beat Chisora?
What's his name? David Haye?
No, well, David Haye would be a good fight.
But David Hayes had some similar like.
But he's got to fight Tony next, so they got that fight back home. I think it's May the 14th. So that's a hard fight because he lost that fight. So there's some big fights back home.
There are.
Boxing's going good, right?
And what do you think? Let's say if Tyson Fury does come back, and he puts himself in position to get back, the titles that he never actually lost. Do you want to see him against AJ first, or would you want to see Wilder AJ first? And then at that point, then it's unification. Then there's the man.
Deontay fight, because Deontay fight is like both of the guys are winning, so you want to see them come and fight each other. So I would like to see that fight if AJ is gonna come over here, or if Deontay if he's gonna go over there. I think that would be a great fight, because I personally think it's who hits who first. But it might just be like a war. Like I would like it to be, because they both have the power to take each other out. So that's why it's bringing the sport back, because you don't know who is gonna win. They're both big guys, and it's a great fight. I would like to see that one first. Like, that is the fight that I would like to see.
I think everyone wants to see that first.
That is the fight. So whoever wins that fight is the man, and then you can go and fight whoever. But that would be, and I think it would be the first time that a champ at that weight division would have had all 4 belts, if I am correct.
That would be the lineal championship. Because that's the first time.
They've had one with 3 belts, but I'm not sure they've had all 4 belts. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's when the Ring magazine stripped Tyson Fury. That's the first time they've done it since 100 years or something crazy like that.
Well, he was out for 2-3 years.
Yeah,
so
that's their rules.
You can't hold the title. At the end of the day, if you're not fighting, you're not active. They gave him the title for a while, but now the champs are starting to fight each other. The champs want to fight each other, so you have to release it and then win it back again, because it's not their fault that you haven't fought. You know what I'm saying? So it's only fair to give the other guys a chance. You are coming back, then you will fight the guy whoever wins.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the only reason I might be patient and would be okay with watching Fury first, Fury AJ first, is just because then that would define who is the man, because they both have a win over Klitschko. So that could make it like, now you're essentially taking the lineage from Klitschko fairly, plus it's that British this is the British man.
It's a British beef, as we would say.
I could just imagine what a stadium would be like for that fight.
Massive.
And then you take on the world with when you go against
see, there's so many options, so that's
a good thing.
Because for many years, the division was dead. So it's great now to see that the division has come back, and there's loads of young guys as well that are coming through the ranks. So it makes it go on for longer. Because that's what, at the end of the day, for all of us that like to watch the sport, that's what we want to see, is the young guys coming through as well. So right now the sport is good, but then we also want the next generation to come through as well.
Yeah, and what's good too is that even in a loss, you could still throw Ortiz still in that mix.
Oh yeah, of course. That was a great fight. That was a great fight, and it was back and forth, and that was entertaining. And Deontay took a risk, because he was a risk, and he fought good, but he has power. He showed what he could do. You know what I'm saying? So his last 2 guys, he just lay them out, and I think he could do that to all of them. You never know. So we got to get the fights. We got to get the fights.
we just got to see them.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
In the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.